Okay, folks, so my buddy Don called, said, hey, you got any material and stuff you can tie me some hair jigs for a river walleye that are coming up this spring? So I'm going to make them some hair jigs here, but I figured I might as well make a video for you and show you how to make them. I'm actually using this synthetic hair here. Some people call it fish hair. It's a lot of times they're made out of bucktail, but I really like this synthetic hair because it's easier to work with. It doesn't flare out as much as bucktail would. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut myself off a little piece. And I'm also using a floss here versus an 8/0 thread or something like that, or 6/0 thread. I like it because it's got a little bit more durability and I can pull it a little tighter. So I get my base of thread on there. And then I'm going to tie in some of this orange here. And with this floss here, you could pull it pretty tight. I mean, you don't want to pull it so tight that you're bending your bobbin or the hook or anything. But you don't need as many wraps to keep that material on there. So I'm going to layer this. I'm going to do some green, some darker green. This is insect green or something, I think is the color. Not exactly sure what the color is, but just going to stack this green right on top of here. And giving myself some pretty decent pressure on that. I could feel I was slipping out of my bobbin. I was pulling so hard on it. And I think what I want to do for the top of this is I just want to put a little bit of white on top of this. Nothing too crazy. All these stacks are just about the same. But I did make this one a little bit shorter than the rest. For whatever reason, just something happened in my brain and said, hey, do this. Maybe it'll work. So, you know, I asked him what colors he wanted. He said, you surprised me. So you could see there my colors are just a little bit offset. But yeah, that's really it for these hair jigs, man. They're pretty simple. And fishing out there in the spring, I mean, you could catch smallmouth at the same time. You could still catch steelhead. These actually work awesome for lake trout. If you know of anywhere we got lake trout spawning in the fall that will run up these rivers. So there you go. There's your deer hair or your hair jig for walleye. And then I'll just come in and trim a few of these off, and you know, but that's it. That's just a basic pattern, you know, that I'm going to give him to try out. And we'll see how he does on it. Okay, well, hope you like this video. Stay tuned for more.